In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a rear brake hose on your Chevy Express 2500. This is going to be located behind the rear wheel. Let's get started. Using a 21mm socket, remove the lug nuts for the hubcap. Using a 22mm socket, remove the 8 lug nuts. Remove the wheel. Install a prop rod onto the brake pedal. Remove the plastic clips from the brake line, pull up on that tab, pop it out. Using an 11mm socket, remove the brake line bolt. Be sure you have a collection bucket under you. Remove the crush washer from the bolt. Remove the bolt and the other crush washer. You'll have 2 new crush washers in your kit. Install one onto the bolt, leave the other off and put this to the side. Using a 13mm wrench, remove the 3 fittings from the brake block. Using a 13mm socket, remove the bolt for the bracket. Remove the bolt and the bracket. Install the new bracket into place and get the bolt started. Snug the bolt down, get all the connections started, get the lines nice and snug. Install the crush washer with the bolt. Install the second crush washer on the back side and get the line installed into the caliper. Get the bolt started by hand and snug it down. Torque the brake line bolt to 12 foot-pounds. Install the plastic stays around the line and clip them in. Remove the prop rod from the brake pedal. Remove the bleeder cap. Install a bleeder bottle. Get it installed onto the bleeder. Using a 10mm wrench, crack the bleeder free. Now we're going to wait until there's nice clear fluid with no bubbles coming out of our hose. Now that we have that nice clear fluid coming out of our hose with no bubbles, we can snug our bleeder back down and remove our bottle. Use a clean rag with some parts cleaner and clean up any mess you made. Install the bleeder cap. Once you're done replacing the hose, now we're going to get in our car and we're going to step on the brake pedal a few times. We're looking for a nice hard pedal. If you don't have a hard pedal, now is going to be the time to perform a 4-wheel manual brake bleed. But if you have a nice hard pedal, you're good to go. Install the wheel. Get all the lug nuts started by hand. Snug the nuts down. Using a 22mm socket, torque the lug nuts to 140 foot-pounds in a star pattern. Install the hubcap and snug down the nuts. And you're good to go. We're going to spray a clean rag with some brake cleaner and wipe down the top of our master cylinder to get any dirt or debris off of it. Remove the cap. On your cap, it's going to tell you which fluid you're going to use in this system. Ours is going to be DOT3. Using a fluid extraction device, remove all of the old brake fluid from the master cylinder reservoir. We're going to fill our master cylinder with fluid up until the max line. Fill the master cylinder until you're at the max line and reinstall that cap. We're going to go to our first wheel, which is going to be the right rear. Then we're going to move to the left rear wheel. Then we're going to move to the right front wheel, and then our last wheel being the left front. In between the two axles, we're going to come here and we're going to top off our master cylinder. Here we are. We're going to start on our right rear wheel. We're going to remove our bleeder cap. Install the bleeder bottle. We're going to have an assistant in the vehicle pump up our brake pedal and then hold the brakes for us. When he's holding the brakes, we're going to use a 10mm wrench and break the brake bleeder free. And all of our old dirty fluid is going to come out into our hose. Once he's at the floor, we can snug up that fitting. And then we're going to repeat that process until we have nice clear fluid with no bubbles coming out of our hose. Go ahead. There we go. We have that nice clean fluid coming out into our hose with no bubbles, so we can remove our bleeder bottle. Using a clean rag with some brake parts cleaner, we're going to clean our area and any mess we made. And reinstall your bleeder cap. Now we're going to move on to our left rear wheel, and then we're going to move on to our master cylinder to top it off. After we're done topping off our master cylinder, we're going to move on to our right front wheel. Now that we're done bleeding our right rear caliper, we can move on to our left rear caliper. We're going to do this off camera, and then see you back at the master for a top off. Remove the cap and top your master cylinder off. Reinstall the cap, and now we're going to move to the right front wheel. Remove the bleeder cap. I'm going to install my wrench. Install the bleeder bottle. Go ahead and pump it up. Go ahead. So there we go, we had that nice clean fluid, so we can remove our bottle. Remove the wrench, clean up the area, and reinstall the bleeder cap. Repeat this process on the left front wheel, and then we'll see you at the master for our final top off. Now that we're done bleeding all our brakes, we're going to come check our master cylinder one more time and top it off. Get it all the way to that max mark. Reinstall the cap. Hop in your vehicle. Press on the brake, be sure you have a nice firm pedal. If you do, you're good to go. If you still have a squishy pedal, it's time to go around and repeat this process.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.